Know yourself, and victory will be assured. Unless you're fighting a dragon, of course.
Hello, ThousandPoundPiggy. I'm going to be playing as Kuang here in the jungle practice mode. Kuang is about to be released, so I'm making this video as a kind of a news update kind of thing. But this isn't the Kuang which some people may remember. Kuang used to be the dragon. It used to look like a lot like Kuang, but blue, and it was awesome. Everyone called him the Noodle. And I dominated with him right before he was changed. And now he's a magical assassin. Like, think of Freya. He has a sword. He doesn't have a tornado or anything crazy like that. But yeah, I'm going to show him in this practice jungle mode. Usually with his new gods, I pick a mode which suits them and I show it off against other players. But this time I'm just going to choose practice jungle mode because he has a lot of abilities which I think need to be stopped and explained on the spot. And I think that's a better way of showing it rather than against other players. At least for this god. I'm not going to explain the passive yet. So just keep an eye on the sword above Kuang's profile picture. I'll explain that as I go along. But I'll see you at one of the jungle camps. The first ability of Kuang is Water Illusion. Kuang teleports forward into stealth, leaving behind a watery form of himself. He remains in stealth until he attacks or takes damage. Kuang may activate this ability again to detonate the watery form he leaves behind, dealing damage to nearby enemies. So this can be used as an initiation tool, but more of an escape, something to close. It's a gap closer. But if you teleport, your damage is left behind you. Your damage isn't where you teleport to, like Hades. And you see the damage is back there. I can detonate, press 1, and it blows up. It splashes people. It's a bit like Hebo. So I will just start attacking this camp. Oh, I might have started attacking them too early. Okay, come on. Teleport back. There. See that? See, as soon as I teleported, I pressed 1 straight away and it detonated them and it killed both of them. It blew them up. So it's kind of what the reverse of Hades is. Hades teleports in and does damage. Hebo teleports out and leaves his damage behind him. But it's definitely a better tool for escaping once you're running away from someone. And remember, you are in stealth once you're in that white mode. So after you teleport, after you blink, then they can't see you until you start attacking. The next ability is called Dragon Call, which is kind of similar because it can also be detonated. Kuang summons dragons to his side. For every successful basic attack Kuang makes, a dragon will dive to the target, dealing additional damage. This ability ends after all dragons are used or time expires. Kuang may activate this ability again to send forward any remaining dragons in a ranged attack. The dragons damage and slow the first enemy hit. So this is how you keep the enemy onto you, because it slows them. It can be used in melee or ranged. Now, it's not a shield or anything, so we'll activate it now. But you see, I was focusing on the main boss and he died really fast there, because the dragons were going to that main boss. They all died pretty fast. And yeah, I'm level 20, I don't have any items or anything. I think that kind of ruins the whole impression of what the god is. But this is just jungle practice. So you can see with Dragon Core, it looks like a shield, but they're just hanging around you. And look at the passive at the moment. You see it's down there? You see it going up? I'll go over to the next buff camp to show you what kind of damage it does. I'll activate it, then shoot it at them. There. It kills that little guy fast. So that's already a lot of utility. We've just gone through 2 moves, and Kuang has a stealth move, an escape, he can go through walls, a detonate ability which he can leave behind him, and Dragon Call gives him a slow, as well as a melee steroid, and a ranged attack. And his third ability is called Wild Storm. Not Mighty Storm, Wild Storm. Kuang unleashes a storm of lightning from his sword, damaging all enemies in front of him. This hit is considered a basic attack and will activate item effects. So here it is, it's just a small cone. It's a very small cone, honestly. It does some pretty decent damage. This ability is definitely better in the jungle than in a lane, because it is so small. It will only reach the melee minions or the arch minions, it won't reach both. But for the passive, as you can see, it's been filling up 1, 2, 3. It's been filling up bottom half, middle half, and top half. So each section is an ability which you can use, and it does more damage. There's 1, there's 2. You get the idea. Those abilities I just used just did more damage because I had the passive meter up for those abilities. I can still use abilities when it's at 0%, but it just won't do as much damage. And while you're out of combat, it regenerates. See, it's going up. So a pretty damn good passive. A lot of passive, they rely on you actually doing stuff. This, you don't have to do anything. You just be scared and hang back. So I think this could make Kuang play a bit like Mercury. Like, Mercury runs around to get his passive meter up, and Kuang has to stay out of combat to get his passive up. I think that's going to be a lot easier than what some people may think. So you definitely need to be a calm player with Kuang. Know when to fight and when it's better just to watch. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of all of it. Hurry up, blow up. Alright, now watch it regenerate. Look at this crap. It seems a bit too powerful at the moment because it regenerates so fast. Like, look at this. You know, it looks like this could all fill up from a run from the conquest base to a jungle camp. The ultimate is insane. It is called the King of the Eastern Seas. Kuang selects a single target in melee range and grabs them, dealing damage and knocking them up into the air. If the target is under a health threshold, Kuang will instead reveal his true form, becoming a dragon and executing them. After transforming, Kuang remains in the air and may then pick a new location to land, dealing damage to enemies and fully recharging his sword. So it's a way to confirm kills, but you have to be very close to them. Now, there's a few ways I could show this, but I will show you first when the player is at full health, or near full health. You see, it's a very short range. It reminds me of, Kubra. Oh my god, what's the fat guy? The fat guy! The sleepy Kumbhakana, gosh. It reminds me of him when he first came out. His ultimate, it's such a short range. Come here, stop blinding me. Get there. There. See, he goes up and he goes back down and you gotta try to get out of there. While we are waiting for the ultimate to charge back up, I'll show you some of the jokes.
I am the wisest and strongest of the... well, of everything, actually. Water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Meddle not in the affairs of dragons, for you are crunchy and good with rice. I am the wisest.
Okay, yeah, we've gone through that. Now let's check out the taunts.
Well, everything, actually. Only a fool would dare to face me. Ah, there you are. A fool.
Nice.
My powers are far beyond your limited comprehension. You have been weighed, you have been measured, and you have been found wanting. My powers are
Okay.
far beyond your
I like one of those taunts. He gets pretty damn specific. Yeah. Well, it's time to use the ultimate then. Okay, come here. I need to get him down to a very low amount of health. It would be nice if I could see his health bar, if he can stop blinding me. And then I will use King of the Eastern Seas and he will go flying. There. See that? I'm a freaking dragon. And I can choose where to land again. And he splashes down into a puddle. So it's kind of like Thanatos' ult in reverse. The bad thing about Thanatos is that when he secures a kill, when someone is at really low health, he will jump up into the air, fly across the map, and execute someone as he lands. But when he does land, he's in a very bad position. He's very squishy and he's always out of position when he executes someone. But with Kuang, you can secure kills once you are in melee range. So you could be in really low health, you get them to really low, you use your ultimate, then you go into the sky and you can escape. You can choose where to land. You can either land on them, doing more damage to them, or land somewhere else and get off to safety. But the problem is with this ultimate is that it is a very short range. So if you lag a bit like me, or you just suck at hitting people, then this may be hard for you to hit. But I definitely think Kuang is a jungler. He doesn't really have a great lane clearing ability. I guess his 2 once you fire it from a range can work, or his first move, but he is much faster in the jungle. Look at this.
A mighty sword!
So he attacks pretty fast too. Now I'll try sort of the... but no... I'll attack the Gold Fury first, see how that goes. And what's my health like? It's halfway? Oh god. So I haven't got any health pots, any pots at all, any abilities. Not great damage. Bakasura or a late game carry would do a lot more damage there. Remember that Kuang is magic damage, not physical damage. Okay, I got some abilities now, mainly focusing on basic attacks. And I also got Hand of Gods tier 3. Let's see if I have to use it. Alright, let's go, go, go! It attacks so fast! Come on, dude. I've got Fatalis on at the moment. It seems to be taking a lot of damage. This is gonna be close. Sweet. So you can solo the Fire Giant, like I just did there. I got pretty low. I used all my abilities except for my ultimate. My ultimate wouldn't have done anything because it needs to hit an actual player to actually knock them up or execute them. So there you go. There's Kuang for you. I broke down all the moves. I broke down all the abilities and the passives so you understand it in those situations. Like maybe you can go into conquest mode, arena mode, whatever, and use all these abilities. Just remember that the ultimate King of the Eastern Seas, it will execute them when they are at low health rather than doing a lot of damage once they are at full health. It's not a guaranteed execute, even though it might be hard to actually get into the range to hit it. But this was honestly a type of a quick video for me. I'm going to start preparing and improving these videos. Like, I'm going to start preparing for the next video now. Rumor is that it's going to be Hao Yi, the Chinese god, which is a hunter and the husband of Chang'e. And people are pretty excited for him because he's a bit of a badass. You know, let me know what you think of him. Do you prefer this Kuang or do you miss the old one? But I will be asking you some questions on my Facebook group, so if you go to my channel page, just click on the Facebook or go down into the description and you can see the Facebook link. Just click that because I ask people on Facebook opinions about future videos and things, and there's going to be a few posts which I want to do very shortly. Wow, look how fast he attacks. Actually, I want to increase that some more. Let's see what we can do.
Is wise.
Okay, I got max attack speed at the moment. Let's look at this. Whoa! That is nuts. That is very Chinese. Ah, I'll just walk straight into him. I have got Fire Giant. No, I haven't. Let's go. Oh no. Okay, I'll try the next camp with my 2, so let's just see him evaporate. I'll go for the big minion. Wow! Are you serious? Okay, that's kind of filthy. And with that teleport, he can do it really fast as well. Oh no, this might be a problem.